Thank you to the Leader of the Opposition for his speech. And Madam Speaker, as I say often, I am from the beautiful riding of St. John Rothsay, where the Leader has visited frequently recently. But one thing that I do want to talk about, Madam Speaker, is the pride I have in our programs, like the Housing Accelerator, like the Rapid Housing Initiative, like the Co-Investment Fund, that have benefited my riding greatly. But one thing that's certainly come to notice of late is the Leader of the Opposition calling mayors across this country incompetent, amongst other things. So my question to the Leader of the Opposition is this: will you stop calling mayors across this country incompetent? And is the mayor of my riding of St. John incompetent? Thank you.
Well, Leader of the Opposition.
I don't know his mayor, so I can't comment on that, but I know his mayor's MP is incompetent, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker. And we know that because since he became the MP, housing costs have doubled in St. John. He wasn't able to get the energy pipeline approved. He squeals away that he doesn't like the carbon tax, but then he votes to quadruple that same tax. I don't know if that's duplicity or incompetence, but probably a combination of the two. Now, one mayor was complaining the other day that I said, this is Mayor in Aurora, said he wants me to give the GST to him off of new homes. Can you imagine that? He said, do away with this idea of axing the GST on new homes and just give him the money. So every time someone buys a home in Aurora, the GST would go to the mayor instead. If that were going to help build homes, Madam Speaker, it already would have. His revenues are up 192%, while population growth and inflation has been 62% in the last 15 years. And what has that done? It's driven up more housing costs. We need less money for politicians and less taxes for home buyers.
The Honourable Member for Rivière-des-Mille-Îles. Madam Speaker, I think it's quite sad that the Leader of the Opposition is lowering himself to the kinds of things he just said to the Liberal member. I would like to remind him that there is nothing that shows that eliminating this 5% tax will actually lower housing costs. For example, since September 2023, there hasn't been GST on rental housing starts. And yet, despite that, there has been zero measurable impact on the cost of housing. Thank you. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition. Well, my colleague has said that scrapping the GST on apartments has not yet reduced the cost of homes. That's because houses are not apartments. There's a difference between an apartment and a house.
Yeah.
So eliminating the tax on apartments will reduce the costs of apartments, and eliminating GST on houses will reduce the costs of houses. Does that help my colleague?